Has anybody turned their heaters on? Well, we have turned our heaters on, and it is time of the year where we need to turn our heaters on. It is also the time of the year where families are going to start to gathering together. And so that is why I wanted to come on here and just have a little candid conversation about family gatherings during this holiday season and COVID-19. For me, this year is going to be very, very difficult because normally during this time of the year, we are getting ready to have a lot of celebrations and coming together with family members. We'll be out for a fall break from work, and the kids will be out of school. Well, only one of my daughters is in school now because my other one is getting ready to have a baby. And so there's a lot of things going on. And so I know I have some of the same thoughts and feelings about this Thanksgiving season and the Christmas season as many of you have. So I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what do you do during this time? How do you handle not being able to come together like you normally would? And the CDC has put together some tips and some important things that we need to keep in mind as we try to come together during the holiday season. There has been a astronomical amount of people who have been infected with the COVID-19 virus. There's been a lot of people who have either lost their lives, or they lost family members, or some kind of way they have experienced the effects of the coronavirus. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving and COVID-19. And so one of the things that really comes up is, how do you enjoy the holidays with the family when you cannot be together? One of the things that our family is doing, we're going to do a virtual kind of like contest. All of us have decided that, including the young ones, we're going to do a bake-off to see who can make the best dessert, including presentation. Can't be store-bought. And we're going to show it on our virtual family gathering, because we're going to do it virtual. We have family members that are in different areas, from Valparaiso to Kansas City to Arkansas, Helena, just a lot of different places. So we're going to come together, and that's just one of the fun things that we're going to try to do, is to just cook something, a dessert. It has to be a dessert, and we're going to do a little contest. And so that's what we're going to do. And the CDC has said maybe consider smaller gatherings. So if you are in a place where maybe a few of your family members can come together, then maybe you can do that. It encourages that if you do that, that you still will wear a mask. It also encourages that if the weather permits, that you can have a outside gathering, that's better than being together in a place where you cannot be socially distanced. They are encouraging that you wear a mask. And you may see me looking down, and because some of it I'm looking at it from the printout that I received from the CDC, and so I'm kind of like reviewing back and forth. It says your household is anyone who currently lives and share the same common spaces with you. So if you are in the same common spaces, and you know you haven't like taken any trips, or you haven't been anywhere that could make you be exposed, then it's not saying that when you're in the house with your immediate family that you need to wear a mask. But you do need to wear a mask when you go to other areas or other other like extended family members' houses. It says exposure can happen during travel. You have to think about the locations of your gathering, the duration of your gathering, the number of people when you are gathering, and the behaviors prior to the gathering and the behaviors of those doing the gathering. So it's a lot of things that you need to think about. And so if you have to think about all these things, then you think about, do I even want to gather? Do I want to leave my common space to put myself and my family in a higher risk of being exposed to the virus? People are having the virus and they're not displaying any symptoms, so they don't know that they have the virus. So we just have to be really, really, really careful. And not to say that you don't love your family members. We do love our family members, but we want to do whatever we can to try to protect the ones that we love, and that includes yourself. So the easiest thing that you can do is to try to find ways to still enjoy the holidays. Try to still be thankful. And if you're still here during this time, don't take that for granted, because people are leaving. People that we know personally are leaving. It's not just something that you hear and see on the news, or you don't know. People that you know directly are leaving here because of complications from COVID-19. So we want to make sure that we are doing some of the simple things that they're asking us to do. They're asking us to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds whenever we are going places or touching things. Make sure that you're washing your hands often. They want us to wear a mask. They have the mask that you are encouraged to wear. There's different types of masks. Some masks are not those that are going to be protective. Some of them are fashion masks. I mean, there's all different types of masks. Everyone is on the bandwagon for making masks, but you want to make sure that you have the mask that is going to protect you, that's going to cover your face. Some of the masks are becoming short-handed like they did before. So we want to make sure that before the splurge of increase of the virus, that we get our mask and make sure that we have them. I mean, you can pretty much get a mask in Old Navy. You can get a mask at the hair store. You can get a mask from somebody can make you a mask. Do not make an excuse for not wearing a mask. And I know it's not comfortable. We're having to wear a mask at work. We're wearing them in our offices. We wear them when we come out to the common areas. Sometimes I forget to take my mask off, and I know we still have to take off our mask. So I just want to try to encourage you that if you're not for sure on where to get a mask from, you can feel free to leave a message in the comment section, and I can tell you where I know you can get masks from. Some people are donating masks. I even went to one place and they said, if you are an essential worker, we're giving you masks. So people are doing things to try to help you. I mean, states are putting in mandates to try to help people if they can't make the decisions on their own and follow the rules, they're going to make it be a mandate. And that's because we're losing a lot of people due to COVID-19. And there are some preventative things that you can do, that if you just do some of the preventative things that they've placed out there, if you're not sure on how to handle Thanksgiving during this COVID-19 season, then go to the CDC's website. Find out what they are suggesting that will kind of help you. They've done research. They know more information than we know out here in the community. And they're not going to tell us anything intentionally to keep us from trying to be safe and make accommodations and provide education. So if you are watching this video, no, I don't work for the CDC. I just use my platform to share information that I think can benefit you, your family, and myself, because I can go back and watch this video and it can also help me. So if it wasn't something that I did not believe and feel was going to be beneficial, I will not come and share it here on my channel. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm talking about the holiday celebration and COVID-19, because we all want to celebrate. We all want to be here to be with our family. So if we want to do that, try to put into practice those simple things. Let's see. Something they said about food and drinks. If you're going to go to a holiday gathering, it's suggested that you bring your own food. Wear a mask while preparing the food. All attendees should have a plan on where to store their mask while eating. It says limit going in and out of areas where food is being prepared, such as in the kitchen or around the grill. Have one person who is wearing a mask serve all the food. Use single-use options or identify one person who will serve the shareable items like salads, food containers, and utensils. Make sure everyone washes their hands with soap and water for 20 seconds before and after preparing, serving, and eating the food. Designate a space for the guests to wash their hands after handling and eating food. Limit crowding in the areas where the food is being served. Make sure that you are practicing social distancing. Have seat covers and linens and napkins that can be washed following the event, or use disposable kinds and throw them away. Offer no touch trash cans for the guests so they can easily throw away food items. Wash dishes in the dishwasher with hot soapy water immediately following the gathering. Those are things that you can do when you are having food and drink at your holiday gathering. Then it says if you're going to do travel and overnight stays, wear a mask in public settings like in mass transportation areas or anywhere there may be other people. Avoid close contact by staying 6 feet apart. Wash your hands with soap and water. Avoid contact with anyone who is sick. Avoid touching your face, eyes, nose, and mask. Because we have a tendency, which I find myself doing it too, putting my hand in my face. So you want to make sure that you make a conscious effort not to put your hand in your face. No travel risk if you're going to decide to travel. Know if there are going to be delays if you're flying on a plane. Considerations for traveling overnight. So this is what we're going to talk about if you're going to do overnight. Assess the risk of infection when you decide to travel. It says, know where you're going to stay. If you're staying in a high-risk area, that increases your ability to be exposed to COVID-19. Some places in some cities have a higher number of cases, so you need to be cautious of that. Consider and prepare for what you would do if someone becomes sick during your visit. What are your plans for isolation when you come back? What are your plans for medical care if you get sick while you're away from home? Okay, here's some tips for staying overnight and being or hosting overnight guests. Visitors should launder their clothing away from the common area. Wash hands with soap and water. They keep putting it out there. Wash hands with soap and water for 20 seconds upon arrival. Wear a mask while inside of the house. That's if you're going to someone else's house. People may say, you don't have to wear a mask in the house. But this is encouraging us, if you go to somebody else's house, to wear your mask while you're in the house. Masks may be removed for eating, drinking, and sleeping. But individuals from different households should stay 6 feet away from others at all times. So this is saying if you don't live in that house, you need to stay 6 feet away from the other people at all times. It says improve ventilation by opening windows, doors, and places that have circulating air. Spend time together outdoors. So if you can do activities outside, take a walk, sit around in your lounging chairs outside. Treat pets as if they were other humans. Do not let pets interact with people outside of your household. It said monitor house guests for symptoms such as fever, coughs, shortness of breath. Guests should have a plan if someone is to get sick. Another thing they're suggesting is that you get the flu vaccination. And those are just some tips that I thought that I would share. If you're watching this video, just know that I personally want everyone that I am in contact with, if you're on my channel, if you're on my Facebook page, if you're anywhere, if you're involved in my family, I just want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to respect themselves and others, show love by putting on a mask, washing your hands. If we love each other, we're going to do whatever we can to protect one another. So that's all I want you to do. This is just a short video just to express, my thoughts and feelings about the holidays. And yes, it is very, very hard. It is hard for all of us, and we are all trying to cope and make it through this COVID-19 season. And we all just want to do what we can to help each other. If we all work together, if we all pray together, if we're doing what we're supposed to do, our desire is that we will come out of this thing in a good way. That's the best way I can put it, because none of us know how we're going to make it through COVID-19. I just want us to all be well. And that's what my goal is, to help everyone to be well. I share information on my channel that I think will be beneficial to you and others. So feel free to share this video, encourage someone to watch it over again if you missed something, or if you missed some of those tips. And just remember that God loves you, I love you, and we all want to be well. I mean, our goal is to live well. Our goal is to get through this season. And I know I may have already said that. I have to reiterate it. But we know that the holiday is coming up. So in order for us to prepare for the holiday season, we have to change our mind and start thinking, how are we going to handle this season? We can't be free and fancy free like we've done in the past years. We have to be intentional about our health and well-being. So make sure you leave some comments in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Change your mindset in the way you think about things. Do not see this as all bad. Just remember, you have to do things differently. Never miss an episode. Do not forget to hit the like button and come back for more videos.